Hello and welcome back to another episode of the Shaman's Horde on Nyxus Gaming. In the last episode, we went around and we grabbed all the lovely personalities of the Sync home base here. And today we're going to do a little bit of a part 2 because most of these, they're nice, I guess, but they aren't fully functional. We need to go get some upgrades for them. So, starting off, the first upgrade we are gonna get is gonna be in the big empty west tunnel. You may remember this location from our unique enemies, where we fought the Custodian, I believe. And I want to say the upgrade is just over by where the Custodian was. The Custodian was a unique Securitron that just kind of mops and cleans up the place. So let's see, right back here was where he was. Maybe he was a little further back this way. Or yeah, there's the upgrade. The main computer upgrade, LAER mod auxiliary recharge clip. All it does is it adds a little LAER mod that you can buy from the Sync Central Intelligence Unit. God, I'm fumbling my words today. I'm so sorry. But basically the mod lets you, when you use the LAER, you'll recharge one shot for every 4 that you fire. So just a little bit of free ammo whenever you're using it. Sounds good to me. Next up, we are here at the construction site where we fought another unique Securitron, the Drone Foreman. We're looking for a skeleton towards the west of the site here. Here we go. We get an upgrade for the Sync that lets it produce water for us, which doesn't sound quite right. Basically, I think it lets us fill plastic bottles that we find in the wasteland with water. Sync can tell us a little more about it. Yeah, any empty bottle will be converted to a bottle of purified water.
You've been working with that biological research station, haven't you? I suppose you'll want to clean up?
I just came over to fill some of these empty bottles.
You're going to need to find yourself some empties first before I can fill them for you. Any empty bottle will do. It's just not too dirty, okay?
Unfortunately, I don't have any to show this off, because who goes around New Vegas collecting a bunch of empty bottles, am I right? Over in Little Yangtze here, if you head up to the watchtower, while my companions deal with any of the remaining survivors here, if you head up into the watchtower, you should find an upgrade for the book chutes somewhere. Anywhere. I should really do my research on where exactly these are because I'm not seeing it anywhere. Ah, there it is. Mulching. So we can take this back to the Sync if there weren't enemies nearby. And we can give this upgrade to the book chute. With this, pencils and clipboards can now be processed into lead, spare parts, and duct tape.
Greetings, citizen. Ready to receive seditious materials. Stay loyal, citizen.
Over here at the Saturnite Alloy Research Facility, we can find an upgrade that'll actually make some of the lights in the Sync useful. You're just going to turn around here and you'll find the light switch O2 upgrade for mood lights. So if you remember right, we got the personalities for the light switches in the Sync, but they really didn't do anything but crash my game. Now, whenever you give this upgrade to light switch O2, the one found in the bedroom, you can turn on the mood lights, which gives you +2 charisma, +5 barter, and +5 speech for 12 hours after being in the light.
Hi again, sweetie.
Go ahead and turn those lights on for me.
You bet I can.
And it does actually change the lights in the room.
Who's ready for a party?
Imagine, the light switches actually do something now. Well, at least one of them does. We'll get to the other in a second. This next upgrade is here in the Securitron deconstruction plant, where we fought a unique Securitron whose name was a bunch of zeros and ones, and there's no way I can remember it off the top of my head, but you will actually have to defeat that Securitron to get this upgrade, because the upgrade is on its body. Now, what personality in the sink would want a Securitron upgrade? Well, we got our little friend Muggy in there. So let's get him some parts production, shall we? I believe all this one really does is just make it to where he can actually make stuff from the mugs and stuff you give him, but we'll go ahead and fast travel back, give it to him, and see what he or the game actually says about it. Yeah. Just gotta find the little guy first. He likes to roam around a little bit. There he is. So supply of energy cells, microfusion cells, and scrap electronics will be available once a day with this upgrade.
Oh, please, please tell me you brought me some coffee cups.
Have you made any electrical components?
Yup, here you go.
What about now?
Sorry, no more today. Try me again tomorrow.
Alright, buddy. Thank you. Gotta go.
Sure. Nobody wants to hang out with Muggy. I get it. So long, pal.
Just as a warning,
Isn't he cute? Now we arrive at the Signal Hills transmitter station, where we can actually get 2 upgrades here. The first of which we're going to want to find a way onto the roof for, and we may find a familiar character up here if I can just remember how to actually get on the roof. Also, we won't find that character here, but we'll find a reference to him because he has been here to this location before. There's a whole overarching story with Christine, Ulysses, and Father Elijah, so you'll find some upgrades for Elijah's advanced layer, as well as the layer mod, Prismatic Lens. And all that does is, instead of firing 1 beam, a layer will fire 3 and do 30% more damage. The other upgrade we're going to want to get is inside. Don't mind everything going on out there. I'm just going to look around. And here it is, the auto dock upgrade, hairstyling enhancements. You got that taken care of, Arcade? Good. Because we got places to be. There's one more, Arcade. Oh, there's a few more.
Here we go.
Alright, let's head back to the sink and give this to the auto dock. We got hairstyling enhancements.
You require some additional services?
The barber module of the auto dock is now available. So with this, we can get a haircut and change our hairstyle any way we want. Next up, we're going to make the other light switch a bit more useful here at the X12 Research Center just left of the sink itself. Now there will be a Y-17 Master Drama Override Harness here, a unique enemy that you'll have to fight, but once you get down to the bottom, you'll be looking around for this here, the Light Switch 01 upgrade Smart Lights. And once you got it, fair warning, you will kill the Master Drama Override Harness, and a lot more Drama Override Harnesses will appear to try and stop you from leaving. And it's a bit of a small area, so it can get overwhelming real fast. But once you get it and get on out, fast travel back to the sink if there are no enemies nearby. If there are, no worries. The sink is literally to the left of the research center here. And we're going to give this one to Light Switch 01. The Smart Lights give +2 intelligence, +5 repair, and +5 science for 12 hours after your initial exposure.
How can I illuminate you?
Turn the lights on for me.
Unlike certain other light switches, I'm competent. I'd just love to turn those lights on for you.
And now we can turn on these smart lights. Now you may notice you can't have both lights on at the same time, one in each room. You can only have one on at a time. So that sucks a little bit, but hey, I kind of like the green lights compared to the red ones, so we'll keep those on. Now we arrive here at the X13 research facility on the far left of the map. Now, in order to go into where the upgrades are here, you will have to pick up the stealth suit pieces in these side rooms, but once you got those, you can skip ahead through this room and activate this elevator here. You will have to be wearing the suit, of course. There are 3 things for us to pick up here. 2 of them are going to be more weapon mods, and the other is going to be an implant for the auto dock. If you cut straight ahead to this terminal here, we'll see that there's a mod this guy's been working on. And that gives you the K9000 mod Resla Coil. All that does is increase your damage on the K9000 Cyberdog gun by 2 points. But the more the merrier, right? In this terminal here, you get a suggestion, and that will get you the Mentat Chow mod, which that increases the rate of fire to 40%. Or maybe by 40%. I'm actually not sure on that. It's either by 40% or 40%. Wait. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, totally. The final thing we're going to get here is the implant, and I believe it's on this terminal here, actually. Got another suggestion, and that gets the Implant Y-3. So, of course, we're going to have to go back to the auto dock in the sink to see what that implant really does. So let's go ahead and exit and head on over to there. It is a little bit of a walk to get outside, though. Had a little bit of a crash there, so sorry for the cut, but once you're here, go ahead and talk to the auto dock. The Implant Y-3 is now available for installation.
Services?
If you go in, you now see this option to install implants. And what the Y-3 does is there's bonus HP and action points from food, but it costs 20,000 caps to put in. Speaking of auto dock upgrades, all the remaining ones for this section are gonna be for the auto dock. So we're gonna start here at the Y-17 medical facility, where we're gonna find 2 of them. Now there is a unique Mr. Orderly here that you might have to fight, so I say might, you will definitely have to fight him. I believe the first upgrade is up to the top here somewhere. Just take a quick look around. It says it's in a cabinet on the right, so over in this direction. A pack of cigarettes in that one. Nothing. I know my directions, right? This is right. Yeah, I'm not seeing it. Maybe it was a little bit wrong. Check the ones on the left. A little confusing too, because usually they are sitting out. They aren't just inside a container. Ah, there it is. I went up one too far a level. That is for the cosmetic enhancements there. And the next one is gonna be over in the northwest corner of the room. I'm sorry, in the south corner of the room. On this table here, we get another implant, C13. Next, at the Z9 DNA Crotalis Preservation Lab, where they did a bunch of experimentation on Night Stalkers, you're going to want to go forward to the front room here where you fought the unique Night Stalker, Shadis, there on the ground. It's just going to be sitting here on the operating table, Implant Y-3. And finally, where there are Night Stalkers, there are Cazadors. So let's go to Z14 Pepsinate DNA Splicing Lab, just to the northeast here. And we're going to want to go find the room where we fought the unique Cazador here, Specimen 73. Looks like there's some residue Cazadors left over from my previous visit here. But again, just up ahead on the operating table is Implant Y-5. So let's go back to the sink and see how a lot of these implants work. Alright, so right away you might want to go to the Sync Central Intelligence Unit, and that's going to upload all the weapon mods that you got to the vendor inventory.
Might I be of service, sir?
That way you can just buy them if you want them. If not, no biggie. Over at the Sync Auto Dock, we have C13 available, M-5, Y-3.
You require some additional services?
And we have the Cosmetic Surgery module open now. So that works pretty much like the haircut does, basically. Now we can change our entire appearance here if we really want to. Which I don't really want to mess with. We go into the implants section. We now have the C13, which does 10% more Cazador damage, very specialized. M5 increases your speed while you're crouched. And Y3 makes it to where you don't get any more radiation when you're drinking anything, which is very useful for a survival playthrough. Those are not all of the upgrades you can get. After you finish getting all those, you're going to get yet another quest for field research, and the first part of this is getting all the upgrades and various audio samples for the jukebox, 2 of which can be found here in Higgs Village, towards the south of the map. First one we're going to go into is House 108. And we're going to want to go up to the master bedroom upstairs for this one. And there it is, just on the bed table, the opera singer audio sample. You can take that to the jukebox in the sink to recalibrate the something. Yeah, the something. I know what I'm talking about. It'll tell us again here when we get the next one in House 0 here. This is going to be upstairs in the leftmost room. Right on top of the terminal. It's for a giant tarantula. That's the thing, yes. It recalibrates the sonic emitter for new effects. For the next audio sample, you might get it just through the course of playing through this DLC. You're going to head to the X8 Central Facility here to the right of the map. And you're going to want to advance to the part of the quest where you have to fight, kill, or avoid Gabe, the massive cyberdog, which we dealt with twice. We actually dealt with him in an early video that I can't remember the name of. And then we dealt with him in the unique monsters video. So I believe this is going to be the Cyberdog guard test. Beware of dog. Now when you do fight him and kill him, he is going to explode shortly afterwards.
His Cyberdog atomic core. It's active. That means an exceedingly imprecise countdown to critical failure in 10. Boros, why the hell did you install an atomic core? It'll blow over each one, right?
All will be fine.
And that's actually the main focus of the quest there, to get that audio file, the main quest. It is in a random dig spot in that area, so you can't always find it in the center one that I found it at, so just be wary of that. Fourth and final one is going to be in the Forbidden Zone X-42 Robo-Warfare facility, where you go at the end of the DLC, and you fight the giant X-42 Robo-Scorpion. Now, just be wary, you won't be able to access here until you're far enough in the main quest line. I did do some little cheaty things with the console to be able to come in here early, as I have not completed the stealth portion of this DLC. But you're going to want to come all the way to the far side of the room, grab out your sonic emitter wherever it may be in this mess. Go ahead and bust down some of these force fields, and it's not on this side. It must be on the other side or at the center here. There it is. You get the audio sample from Mobius's Robo-Scorpion. So let's go ahead and head back to the think tank, to the sink, and see what these different audio samples actually do. So once you're here, just head on over to the jukebox itself.
What's the haps?
And you can tell them you found the sound wave files.
Right on, baby. Just plug it in and I'll mix you up a sweet, sweet sound.
Alright, now Opera Singer is available, Gabriel's Bark, Robo-Scorpion, and Tarantula are all available. So you recalibrate, and you select your gun, which would be the Revelation. And now you can look through the Opera Singer. Does bonus damage against robots in power armor and critical kill dismemberment.
What's the hap?
Now, it is a little sad that you have to go through these individually, but once you got the second one, Gabriel's Bark, this does critical strike knockback.
What's the haps?
The Robo-Scorpion does critical strike explosion.
What's the
The Tarantula does critical strike incendiary. Basically, all of these do different effects on a critical hit. And then you have just the basic Revelation that you start with, and it does critical strike paralysis. There's one more set of upgrades to get for the sink here, and it's gonna be for the biological research station. We gotta go get 3 seed packages for it. So let's start that. So all 3 seed packages that you need to retrieve can be found around this area, around the X-22 Botanical Garden and the Signal Hills transmitter. For the first one, I recommend traveling straight to X-22, and you're going to want to go up to where you fought Patient Zero, which would be just up the stairs here and inside this ruined building. Now it's just a matter of remembering what these things actually look like. There they are. That is the first one here. Go ahead and grab yourself a seed package. Next up, we're going to want to try and work our way over. Actually, for here, we'll just travel to Signal Hills, because that seems the easiest way to get across to where we fought the unique spore plant, the Dionaeus musipalilis, or whatever it was called. I definitely butchered that, but the seed package is right here on the ground. The Dionea musipilla. However you pronounce that. The third one can be found just to the north this way. Should be across a pipe here. Yes, sir. Now, it does seem like there are some mines on the pipe behind me. No biggie. There's a spore plant there, but the third seed package is right here. It's like my Fist of the North Rar got unequipped here, so let me just put that back on and deal with you real quick. And now we can take these seed packages back to the biological research station and finish up all the upgrades for the sink here.
You got some plans for me, don't you? Yeah, I can smell it all over you.
Yeah. I command you to open your port and receive my seed.
Ah, yeah, baby. Just slip it in there. All the way down in that dark, moist earth. Launching interface.
And basically, I don't think that was the right option.
You got some plans for me?
Process some plants, maybe?
I love it when you talk like that. Let me just get that interface up and running for you.
Process seed into planter. Yes, there we go. So basically all these seed packages do is give you more options when using this thing, so you can clone and plant more seeds in your little room here. And that's going to be pretty much it for this episode of the Shaman's Horde. And I believe everything that I plan to do here in Old World Blues. So next time on the Shaman's Horde, we're going to start the 4th and final DLC for this game, Lonesome Road. Do a few guides there, like the Ralphie posters, and all the warheads and stuff like that. So thank you all for watching, and I'll see you then. Bye-bye. Isn't he cute?